Welcome to Mobile Electronic Diagnostic. This is Muhammad Idris. Today we have 2006 Nissan Maxima. Our problem in this car is that after the ignition key is off and you take the key out, even though you open the driver door and you get out of the car, the display is still on. The display accessory are still on, which means that, to give you more explanation, the radio will never turn off. See, after you turn the ignition, like this, you turn the key. Okay, suppose you turn the key off. Now everything is off. But if you take the key out, it's still the light is on and the radio is on. We took the radio out. Behind the radio, there is two wire. I'm gonna give you an example. There is a purple wire here. You see this wire underground in the radio socket. Also the same purple wire coming here. This purple wire is accessory relay feed. Even though the ignition is off, there is like 1 volt or 2 volts or 3 volts that's available here that will not let the radio and the display turn off. What I did is, there is a relay that feed with the ignition. There is a relay, they call it accessory relay. The location of the accessory relay is in this place here. You see, if you turn this fuse box, you see this fuse box here, like this. If you turn it out like this, you see you're gonna see two relay. The one here, this is the accessory relay. This is the blue motor relay. The accessory relay, as soon as you turn the ignition on, it have a power coming to it from the ignition switch, and then it send power to all accessories almost through the fuse number 6. Number 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This fuse here. Now this fuse feed the radio, the climate control, the display, and all this stuff. Maybe sometime the relay get weak and it collapses and gives signal like erratic signal, even though the ignition is off. That's one of the reasons. But what I did is, as soon as I turn the ignition off, I realized that there is no power here. You see, in this number 6, let me show you. In number 6 fuse, now the ignition is off. Let me turn the ignition on. I turn the key on. You see this number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 amps. You see now here, I have power. Now, if I turn the key off, let me turn the key off. If I turn the key off, there is no power. But if I turn the key off and the radio is still on, when I put power here, when I put any tester light here, that radio go off right away. The radio go off, but there is no power here. That means there is a small amount of loads that, or there is a power that left somewhere that have the ability of turning the ignition on, the radio accessory on. What I did is, I changed the relay, but also what I did is I give a small load. I put a load here. You notice, you see here, on this wire, I put a load, you see here. I took the accessory wire, this is the accessory wire coming from fuse number 6. I took power from here, and I took ground from here, and I give it to a small light bulb. You see this, a light bulb. This light bulb, it works when you turn the ignition off, it turn off, but it's still giving a little bit of load, or it take any kind of load that is rest here, or anything that induce load here, it will take it, and it will take it out and kill that power that is make this radio on. I just did this one. I'm gonna leave this light here around this area accessible. He's going to take his car, he will drive for a little while, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 week. If that is stay good and we have no problem, that means we are okay and the problem is solved. But till now, because that wire And guess what? Even if we take the ignition out, you know, there is an ignition switch here. If you disconnect the wire that coming to the ignition switch, because the ignition switch is the one that gives power to this relay, the power to this relay, accessory relay. Even though we take that ignition, we disconnect it completely, still the light is on. This is why I just put this one load to pull down any current that is stay there, and the problem is fixed. Also, you see here in this place, there is a small piece here. You see here? You see there is a small hole here. This hole, sometime when you put some coir or some money here, the money go and fell in and go inside this place and create short and burn this piece. So be sure that if your car have something like this, try to close it. This is what I did for this car. Thank you for watching Mobile Electronic Diagnostic. This is Muhammad Harun Idris, and see you in another video.